Hi everybody, it's Happy Dobby. I just wanted to check in with you and let you know what's going on with me. Um, I am on my summer vacation, and I have, since I last vlogged and showed you a video of that Great Dane dog, Blue. She's 18 months old. The following day, I took her to a party, and it was outside. It was a bonfire party, and I was running her. Anyway, long story short, I was running her back and forth, and every time she'd run by me, I'd crouch down, and she'd zoom around me. And then one time when she was coming at me really, really fast, I was standing straight up, and she decided to jump on me. And she launched me in the air, and my feet went up. I jackknifed and landed on my tailbone. And that was 10 days ago, and I am still in a lot of pain. Very uncomfortable. Hurts to sit, hurts to stand, hurts to get from standing to sitting and whatnot. So it didn't crack my tailbone, but it took my pelvis and tweaked it, and caused my right leg to be an inch shorter, according to my chiropractor. So he adjusted me and got me back in alignment, but the bruising is pretty severe. So I'm having to recover from that, so I'm really having to take it easy. As far as my eating is concerned, I have lost a few pounds, but I'm just eating P2 foods, and my goal is just to make it through the summer, losing a few pounds, and then I have vacation on August 4th for about 10 days, and you know, that'll be a little bit different, and then I want to start around on September 1st. So I am losing right now, but I'm weighing, but not every day. So I feel like I'm having some victory in that. I talked to Toy about it quite a bit, actually. We text back and forth, and I was not weighing at all and having some issues with that. So after talking, I decided to go ahead and weigh, and but then I found myself not wanting to weigh every day. So I felt like that was a good thing. So that's about it. There's not very many vloggers right now. I wasn't vlogging last summer, so I don't know if vlogging is just like a summertime thing where a lot of people go on vacations and so they kind of kick back, or what's going on. I know, maybe some people are discouraged because of all the haters. I have found what works for me is I keep track of locating newbies, and as soon as I see a new hater, which is the same person, I click on their little blue name where they make their comment, and it takes me to their page, and over on the right where their name is, and it shows when they became a new channel and when their last activity was, which is usually that day. There's a little arrow you drop down, and you can block the user. So any videos or anything that I do, I block that user before they even have a chance to make a comment. So that's kind of a piece of advice if you want to avoid having any negative comments. If you keep track of the newbies by searching HCG comma and then today's date, you'll come up with a list of names that are new, or that have vlogged. Anyway, so I do that, but that can be disheartening. I know the current hater's name is Cindy Crawford. Hello, let's get original, shall we? I'm pretty convinced that it's the same person, and they have no life. And they're really stupid if they're not getting paid for doing what they're doing. But anyway, just my take on it. I know that there's been a couple of people who have discovered and are enjoying kombucha tea, which is a fermented tea, and it's full of probiotics. It's very good for you. And I want you guys to know it's really easy to make. So I wanted to share that with you. In fact, my girlfriend a couple weeks ago gave me a start, so that I could make my own kombucha. So she gave me, I have the recipe here. I can put it down at the bottom, but the issue is you need what is called a scoby, S-C-O-B-Y, which is the mushroom, or it's actually bacteria. If you look it up on Wikipedia as scoby, it'll tell you exactly what it is. But you need one of those, but you can grow your own. And if you Google how to grow a kombucha, and it's Kombucha, scoby, how to grow a kombucha scoby. There's a website called Food Renegade, and they have directions and a recipe on how to make your own scoby. So anyway, years ago I drank kombucha tea and really did not enjoy it. But this last recipe my girlfriend gave to me, she doesn't ferment it as long as you can. And there's a certain time period, I think it's like 2 weeks that she does it. But you can ferment this tea from anywhere from 5 days to 30 days before you start refrigerating it. Take the scoby out, because every time you make one, there's a scoby, and it's kind of like, it feels like a round rubber disc almost that's grown, and it's not soft, it's pretty firm. And when you put that starter in and then you ferment your tea, there's another scoby that grows, so you can share it with somebody, or you can just recycle it and use that one as your next scoby for your next batch. And it makes a gallon at a time. In fact, I might just throw in a picture of my tea that I started yesterday. And another thing that I'm doing, and you can Google this on YouTube, I make my own sauerkraut. And I am not a sauerkraut lover, from the kind that you get in the can or the jar. And I've even tried the refrigerated ones, but and basically it's cabbage and a head of cabbage and a tablespoon of salt. So I feel like you should be able to eat this on P2, because all it is just fermented, and it's nothing but good for your digestive system. And it helps with digestive issues and constipation and plumbing and all that. Because basically you just shred it up, you put your tablespoon of salt on there, and you massage the cabbage for, I think, about 5 minutes, until it starts to break down and you start getting juices. And then that whole head of cabbage becomes a quart jar full of cabbage. And then before you start, you take off the outer leaf of the cabbage and set that aside, and then you push all the cabbage down into your liquid so that there's liquid on top, and then you take that cabbage leaf, fold it up, push it onto the top so no air gets to the actual cabbage, and it ferments for a week. And then you can also season it. You can put caraway seed in it, you could put garlic in it, or anything like that. And you leave it out at room temperature, and every day, you can put on a tight lid, you can escape the gas, and stuff like that. But after a week, it is delicious. It does not taste like the really super sour sauerkraut that you get. It still has that fresh cabbage kind of flavor. It's kind of hard to describe. It is fermented, and it's nummy. I love it. Once it's fermented to the point that you like the flavor, you stick it in the refrigerator, and it lasts forever. Well, not forever, but for a very, very long time. I think the gal that does it on YouTube explains. So I'll commit to looking her up, the one that I liked a lot that I followed, and putting it down here in the description so that you can do it. It's, hey, give it a try, and if it doesn't work, or you don't like it, then what? You've wasted the cost of a head of cabbage. I'm hoping to see a lot more of you. looks like I'm going to have to cut this video down. It's over 12 minutes. So I'll say goodbye. Take care, and those of you who haven't vlogged for a while, check in. If you don't feel like vlogging, at least leave a comment down below and let us know how you're doing and how you're living through this summer. All right? Take care. Oh, by the way, you know what? I have to tell you this. I keep getting these ugly messages from people who keep telling me that the rock on sign really doesn't mean rock on. It's something very vulgar and blah, 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 you know, and I have to reply and say, look, this is rock on. I'm not doing rock on. I'm doing sign language. I'm a professional sign language interpreter. All right, bye.